self-healing journey starts here. Hello, my friends. My name is Svetlana. Welcome to my channel. Today, we are going to work on hips mobility and hamstring flexibility. This creative flow incorporates some fun transitions to keep you engaged throughout the practice, ensuring you won't get bored. If you are like me with sensitive knees, keep a blanket or a towel, but it is optional. Let's get started. Come into a seated position and place your feet together. We're gonna start in simple Sufi grind. So you can grab your ankles or you can make an interlock under your feet, whatever feels the best. Gently move forward, then circle back, round your back, then to the right side or to the left, whatever direction you went. Then again, come forward. Go as per your own rhythm, within your own range of motion. We are just slowly warming up the body. See how your body is responding to this movement. Maybe change the direction, now go for the opposite side. See if you want to change the position of your hands as well. Maybe hold your ankles this time. Good. Do one more round here. And gently come back to a neutral position. Now I want you to come to your tabletop. Wrists under your shoulders, knees, hips width apart. And instead of doing regular cat and cows, we're going to continue moving our hips. So you're going to make simple circles with your hips moving back, then to the side, to the right side, forward, to the left. Then again towards your heels. Nice. I like to experiment with my movements. Sometimes I would make a small circle, see how it feels, and then do a bigger one. Now change the direction, circle it back to the opposite side. Just do another 1 or 2 rounds here. And now come to your first downward facing dog. Knees are bent. Heels do not touch the ground today. So we're gonna slowly start paddling feet. Bend one knee and then straighten another leg. Include your hips here. Move a little bit from one side to another. Good. If you want to stay still for a few moments, maybe lengthen your spine, you can do that as well. Now with your inhale, raise your right leg up, bend your knee, and start moving your right knee in circles. Circle it for a few times. Feel the hip joint moving 360 degrees. And now gently bring your right foot forward between your palms. Place your left knee on the mat. We've come to a lizard pose. I want you to open your right foot to like 45 degrees out. And you can stay here on your hands. Use your hands as support. Or if you feel like it, you can deepen the posture and lower down to your elbows. This is totally optional. See what feels the best for your body today. And if you feel more hip opening that you require, you can start slowly opening the right hip to the side. I like to place my right foot on the outer edge and slowly move from my hip back and forth. Remember, there should not be any painful movements. Slowly come back. Now I want you to tuck your back toes and lift that back knee off the floor. I call it active lizard pose. And I don't want you to sink down too much. Rather, activate that back leg and keep pushing backwards. So someone is pulling you with that back left foot. Nice. You should feel a yummy stretch in your left hip flexor. Now use your hand support and shift your left foot to the front, coming into a yogic squat. Bend your knees. You can always stay on your toes and keep your heels lifted. Now press your palms together to create resistance and deepen the posture. Upper arms are pushing inner thighs. Try to lengthen your spine here. Good. Now bring both of your hands back and step back, this time with your right leg. Good. So notice that your left foot is still open like 30-45 degrees, and keep your right knee lifted just for a little while so we can work on our hip flexor on the opposite side. All right, now slowly lower right knee down, and we've come to a lizard pose here. So you can stay on your hands or as an option on your elbows, and see if this side feels any different from the other side. For me, it definitely does, and I always feel that. And that's normal for everybody, that we have left and right sides and it's different. Now, if you want, you can start moving your hip back and forth like I am doing. Good. Now place your hands back on the mat. Tuck your back toe, lift your knee, and now float your left leg all the way up, 3 legs down dog. Bend your left knee and circle it. Move that left hip joint. Nicely done. Come to a full downward facing dog. If you feel like it, you can continue pedaling your feet, or you can become still and lengthen your spine. Stretch the backside of your legs for a few moments. Now look forward and step forward. Lengthen your spine once here. Forward fold, exhale. Come to a full standing position, straighten your arms up and place it in prayer in front of you. You may close your eyes for a few moments. Take a deep breath. Slowly release. Now open your eyes if it was closed. I want you to open your feet somewhere like 1 leg distance. Place your hands on your thighs, and with exhale, come halfway down. Place both of your hands on the mat. Direct your toes slightly in, heels out. Lift your kneecaps. So you can stay here and keep your chest parallel to the ground as option 1. If that's your practice, you can come all the way down and place your head on the mat, as long as you keep your spine lengthened here. If you notice that you got a bit rounded, I encourage you to keep it parallel to the ground, which is totally fine. Keep those kneecaps slightly lifted and feel the stretch on the back side of your legs. Slowly come back, chest halfway up. And now gently reduce the distance between your feet to the point where you can simply kneel down on the mat. Alright, so this is where we're gonna use the blanket if you have sensitive knees. I always use it because I require. Now open your right hip to the side, right knee on the mat, and the left leg extended to the side, straighten it. Your back toes, your right back toes are tucked so you have the balance, and you use your hands as support here. So you can stay here is option 1. Option 2, you can always lower yourself down on your elbows. Or you can come all the way, move your hands forward and lower your chest and forehead on the mat. So the deeper you go, the lower you go, the deeper the stretch that you get here. And remember to listen to your body, not to your ego. If you feel that staying on your hands is what you need today, then do that. We're all different. Stay for a few more breaths. Good. And start coming back. We will do the same on the opposite side. So now your left toes are tucked. You can move your left knee slightly to the side and extend your right leg. Ensure that your knees are 100% comfortable. Do not compromise there at any point. Use your hands to support to ensure that you're balancing. And again, as per your level, either on your hands or on your elbows. Let me remind you that this side might feel different as well, the same as it was in lizard pose, and that's totally fine. See if you can extend your arms forward and lower your forehead down. Take a deep breath in. Slowly release, exhale. Good. Now gently come back. Come into a kneeling position and place your buttocks between your heels, big toes touching. Virasana or hero pose. Just for a few moments, relax. Okay, now we're gonna do a full frog position. So I want you, first of all, use your hands as support. Now slowly scoot your knees out to the sides. Keep your knees bent and your ankles behind you in line with your knees. You can turn your toes out to the side this time. And simply rest either on your elbows, or you can place your palms on the mat, whatever feels the best. And remember that maybe flexibility is not your forte. Maybe you're all about strength or balance. You know, yoga does not always give us what we want, but it surely gives us what we need the most. So if you're finding that you're struggling today, that's okay. Just embrace your practice, accept it as it is, and do your best. All right. Now you can either slowly come back, come into a seated position, and then open your legs as wide as you can. Or option 2, you can directly shift and move to a full split pose. Whatever works the best for you. Remember that we are all different And even if you are not able to open your legs 180 degrees, that's totally fine. Even if it's just 90 degrees, 70 degrees, that's okay. Remember that practice takes time, and for me, this one took years. And notice, are you keeping your mind calm here? Or maybe you got a little bit frustrated because you were not able to shift to the split. You know, yoga is teaching us to go through the challenges on the mat and in real life. Now, gently start coming back. Shift your one foot to the center, then another. And again, I want you to come into a kneeling position. Place your buttocks between your heels, toes touching. You can rest your hands on your thighs, palms facing up or down, whatever feels the best. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, release. Bruce Lee said that notice that the stiffest tree can be easily broken by a strong wind, unlike a bamboo that is able to bend in the same direction the wind blows. So when the storms of life come, we can be easily broken. But if we are flexible enough to bend and go with the flow, go with the challenge, not resist, if we have that ability to be flexible, we can always navigate our way out and get through some tough times. And this is what yoga is teaching all of us. And this is what today's practice was about, to learn how to be flexible. Gently open your eyes and come back. Stay blessed. Stay inspired. Namaste.